Hello, and welcome to the Eddie Blues Online Musical Lessons. This lesson is for the bass guitar, and it's one of a series of lessons that will be forthcoming, relating to every instrument, okay? The bass, the saxophone, the drums, the piano, and the electric guitar. All instruments will be covered here, the fundamentals for all instruments. And so this platform is specifically designed for the self-taught and the beginner's musician. Okay, so just fundamental stuff will be covered here, and what is required for the most part is an understanding of the physical instrument, the instrument itself, fingerboard, the notes, and your diatonic scales. Okay, so if nothing else, you need to at least have those in place, those fundamentals in place. Okay, now this lesson here is gonna, focus on some funky bass slap, slap bass, funky slap bass. Okay, and it's basically gonna look at the funky slap bass from the standpoint of what are the frequent notes or execution of intervals that are typically used in the funk bass. Okay, so let's get started. All right, but before we get started, I want to remind you that if you would like to be informed and keep up to date with the upcoming videos, as I said, which will be coming behind this video here, you need to press the subscription sign in the lower left hand corner of your screen. Okay, the lower right hand corner of your screen, sorry. Okay, make sure you press that subscription sign, because that way you will certainly be given a heads up as to the upcoming videos as they come, as they're uploaded. Okay, all right, so with this lesson here, let's get started. All right, so I have the electric bass here in my hand, and one of the things that the first and foremost things that we want to consider when we're talking about slap bass is that we need to get some sense of a feel for the slapping. Develop a touch for hitting the right strings. Okay, hitting the right strings, striking the strings decisively, and also the notes, tonality, and all those kind of things will certainly be developed with the sense of feel. When you develop that feel for hitting the right strings, there is no really second guessing or looking. You just get a feel as to where the strings are located, basically, without looking down. Okay, so that would be the first thing we want to do. A perfect exercise, a good exercise to do that would be, you could start out by hitting like quarter note. Okay, just hitting each string in a quarter note fashion, like 3, 4, A, D, 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 G, 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 E, 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 A, D, 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 G, 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 G. Okay, you could hit those strings individually, or you could move up and down in an up, as I was doing, or you could just singularly, try to strike, individual string one at a time, just to get a sense as to, where those strings, a feel for those strings. So you don't have to be looking down. You could just pretty much just, strike almost instantaneously. Okay, you could also vary the notes by hitting like quarter at first, 2, 3, 4, or 8 notes. 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, you can hit 16th note as well. 1. Okay, while you're hitting this, strumming the strings with the right hand, the right thumb, you can also be, actually muting the strings with the palm of the hand. So that is also a technique that you will need to build as you strike these strings. You need to mute the others so that you don't have these accidental noise disturbance. Okay, so for instance, there's several exercises I could show you as far as for developing the feel with the slapping feel with the tongue. But what I would like to point out to you are some of the notes that are frequently used, or for the most part, almost always used in slap bass. Okay, and you will find that those notes are usually the octave. See. Okay, another frequent notes, combination of notes, would be the tenth, or those those really huge intervals, like with the top string on the E string, the G, to the bottom string, the G. Okay, from the E, the low E up here